Hi friends. I haven't done an update video for a little while on the parasites. I have been feeling better, as I've shared in a couple of videos, and so I actually cleaned out the back of my garage, which has been eBay stuff that I sold almost 20 years ago when I was married, and then I went through the divorce and he took the eBay account, and I thought I'd get back to it, but with 5 kids in different various stages of life, I was so busy I never had the time to get back to it. So the stuff there was now vintage, and I had a yard sale and was able to do really well at the yard sale. I mean, most of the stuff I sold for what I paid for it, but at least it was cleaning out my garage. So it was a wonderful thing. But that's a huge thing because I'm so tired all the time that I haven't had energy to deal with that, because as each girl left to go to college, the girls would want their room, and so they'd put all their bins in there and then stick it in front of this eBay stuff. And so there's all the girls' totes are in the garage in front of this eBay stuff, and so it was really like a big project to get to the stuff so that I could get rid of it at a yard sale. So happy day, I was able to pull all that stuff out of there thanks to a friend of mine. I did it on a weekend when the kids couldn't come home and help me, and so it was really a lot of work for me. But the fact that I had the energy to do something like that, you know, I've been really tired for years and I haven't had the energy to do that. So the fact that I was able to do that and make some money and clear it out. And I wanted to share at the end, this is kind of a tangent from the parasite, but it was such a cool story. So I was a single mom of 5 kids with an abusive spouse, and left, went through that divorce. And at the end of the yard sale, I had a bunch of household items that I wanted to get rid of. And so I just said a little prayer that somebody that would need them would come by, that I could share them with them, and I could take it to a secondhand store. But I know, even as a mom of 5 kids, I didn't have the money to go to a secondhand store and buy items a lot of times. I was so grateful when people would share with me. So I literally said that prayer as it was coming to a close, and a woman pulled up, got out of her car, and came over and was just looking around. And I'm really friendly. I just talked to her, and she said, "Do you don't have any stuff you'd be willing to donate? There's a single mom of 5 kids that's getting out of abusive relationship, marriage, and I just moved her into a house yesterday and she has nothing." And I started crying. I thought, oh my gosh, this is so weird. So as I was walking around the yard sale, I felt like I should give her certain things. And I had a table that I had bought that it was really cool. It's a drop leaf slide leg table, which I've never seen before. So I bought that for one of my girls, and I wasn't going to get rid of it, but it was like, give her the table. And so I had a friend that came over at the end to see if he could help load some stuff up for the secondhand store. And he said he would be willing to drive this over, and I had a massage chair that I was getting rid of. And so he put the massage chair and the table in the back of his car, and then I sent 2 this woman had a large SUV type thing. I sent 2 full loads with her to this mom's house, and she said she was just overwhelmed because I sent all the decorations and all the and plates and pans and platters and bedding, full bedroom sets and bedding sets and curtains and everything that matched. So it was really interesting because normally at a yard sale, those are the things that all go. And as I finished up for the night, we took a couple loads to a secondhand store as well, different things that I didn't think she would use. And also she was a larger size, I guess. I didn't meet the women, but then the clothes I had from the girls, and they were really quality clothes. Like some of them still had the tags on them. They were really nice clothes. But normally when I fold them at a yard sale, people would buy them, but they were in big piles. I didn't have time by myself to fold them, and so a lot of the clothes didn't go. So we took a truckload or a full carload over to the women's shelter, local women's shelter, and gave them all these really nice clothes. And then we were able to take stuff to the secondhand store, and we were able to give away these loads of stuff. So I had a ton of stuff because the girls have been sending home stuff for a while, knowing I was going to have a yard sale. So it was a really neat experience, and I realized as I came in for the night that when I went through my separation and divorce, a single mom of 5 kids going through this situation, a woman gave me a table because I lost the table in the divorce, and so I didn't have a dining table, and a woman gave me a table. And then I started thinking about the things that I shared, and a lot of people had given me the same kind of things that I gave her, and it was just such a an interesting thing to see how God works, and it came full circle. Like, I wasn't even going to get rid of that table, but I was feeling really strongly like give her the table. So it was so interesting to see how things come full circle. I'm doing great now. I've been on my own for 17 years. The kids are amazing. The girls are all great, but this mom is in the thick of it right now. And so I thought, I'm so grateful that people were so generous when I was in the middle of it and I was in the thick of it, and I got that table. It was just so wonderful that people would share with me. So it really made me feel good. And the woman that stopped, she said she wasn't going to go to a yard sale, but she felt really strongly that she should leave the house and go to a yard sale and see if she could find something for this woman. And so she ended up with 2 carloads full in a truck. So it was awesome. So maybe I should just stop and make another video here, but I just wanted to share that. That was super cool that happened. So you know what, I'm going to stop that and just share that as a separate video, and then I'll talk about the parasites on another one, because that's I'm already at 5 minutes and we didn't even talk about the parasites. But on the yard sale, I'll share this. This is how I do a yard sale. I get banana boxes and I line them up on my driveway, and so I make several different lines. So they start here and they line up here, and then I'll take about 3 feet, and then I'll make another line and I go down. I put everything in banana boxes that I'm going to sell. And then as I'm going to sell it, I take the box, I put the lid down, upside down. I empty the box out, put the bottom part, the stronger part of the box, on top of the lid of the banana box. So it's about 2 feet off of the ground. And then I put a piece of cardboard or something to cover the holes. And then I put all the stuff that was in the box on top of that banana box. And then if it rains, which happens frequently, usually when I've had yard sales, that happens a lot, I take some visqueen, just rolls of visqueen that you can buy at a hardware store, and I tuck it underneath the boxes, and then I pull it over the top of the boxes. And so at night, if I'm doing more than one day, I'll just run that visqueen down and tuck it underneath, so if it rains, the water goes all down the sides of the boxes and they don't get wet, and nothing gets wet. And then in the morning, it's covered if people come, and then I just pull it off and do that. Also, if I have tables, I just lift the tables and put them over the boxes, and then I'll put the visqueen over the tables. So you can't have glass standing up or whatever. That's if it's going to rain, or if you think it might rain, or if you live in a place where you don't want people going through it at night. I live on a small town, and I wouldn't have cared if somebody came and stole it anyway. So I just pulled anything that was of value into the garage for the night. So that's how I do yard sales. People always say, how do you do it? And then on the signage, I print it on the computer on those really vibrant paper, just paper, and so like a bright yellow or a bright green or a bright orange paper, and I put arrows. So I'll print 10 with straight arrows, and I'll print 10 with left arrows and 10 with right arrows, and then I take a staple gun and I staple them on the power poles or the light poles, and with an arrow in the direction of my house. And I live on a really hard to find street. It's a dead end in a small neighborhood that you can only get to from one direction. And so I didn't put it in the paper, and I didn't put it in the radio or on the yard sale sites because I wasn't sure I'd be able to have time to get it out on the Friday. So I just went out that morning, and I knew people would show up before I even had time to finish putting up the signs, because I was by myself, and I thought hopefully nobody comes and takes anything before I'm gone. But so I did the ones closest to the house first, and then went down and put them by Walmart and the Home Depot and all those kind of places. But by the time I got back, my neighbor said there'd been 3 people come and gone, and they told them to come back in a minute because I was hanging up signs. But that first day, I did not do any advertising. I didn't have time to put it online. I had people constantly from when I got home to 2 o'clock, and all I did was put it on the streets with those arrows, and everybody said your signs were fabulous. Then at 2, I was grateful I had a little bit of break. I went to the bathroom, ate something, and then I put it on the yard sale sites, on the Facebook yard sale sites. And I said all day Friday until dark, and then on Saturday, and I had people literally at my house till dark, after dark on Friday, and I couldn't believe it. I made over 8, and I didn't have any big pieces of furniture. Like, I wasn't going to sell the table I gave to a lady, and I had that one massage chair that I didn't bring out till the next day. So I couldn't believe I sold over $800 worth of stuff that first day, and I did not put it in the paper or on the radio or anything, and I just put it on the Facebook in the afternoon. So I'm so grateful. God is good. He sent people. I had people all day long, a steady stream. I didn't have time to fold the the clothes or anything. I was still putting stuff out. I didn't have everything out of the boxes from the eBay stuff until the next day, Saturday morning. I literally was unpacking boxes all day as I was helping people. So that was amazing. And then the next day I made over $500. So I made over $1,300. And the largest thing I sold was I sold three things that were over 50 or above. But they weren't big things. They were just new things. And so it was interesting to me to see that I could do that. And I really felt like God was helping me because my youngest daughter is planning on going on a mission. She should find out where she's going this week. So that was, I earned enough money through that, cleaning out the garage and the kids all sending the stuff they didn't want home to get her the things that hopefully she'll need to go out and serve as a missionary. So I just want to share that blessing with you. So that video started out as a parasite one, but turned into a yard sale one. So anyway, I just wanted to share the information with you and let you know about that and how I do the yard sales. And so the signage really does make a difference. So, and then the second day, another friend was having one a house a street down. And so I put it in the radio and he put his in the paper and then he just kind of sent people, but they saw the signs that I had up because we live in the same neighborhood. So anyway, those are just some ideas. I think signs really do make a huge difference. So anyway, that's the blog about or post about that. You can check out my blog for different posts about these different things. And I'll make another update video after this. So thanks for watching. Check out my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com, and have a blessed day.